The Ultraviolette F77 is a force to reckon with. It is sharp, it is sexy, and the performance is of course very impressive. But there was feedback from the current F77 Mach II owners about the ergonomics. It was too committed, and that was maybe restricting them to utilize the full potential of the motorcycle. Now, the smart and savvy company that Ultraviolette is, they had a solution to this. And that's what we are riding today. This is the Ultraviolette F77 SuperStreet. That's right, it's called SuperStreet because it is street oriented, based on the F77 Mach II platform, of course. And yes, we are riding it on this racetrack here in Bengaluru, Velocity International Racetrack. It's quite nice, it's technical, and we are going to have loads and loads of fun and review this motorcycle. But before I begin, I request you to subscribe to the NDTV Auto YouTube channel in case you haven't already, and click on the bell notification icon so that you don't miss out on any of the latest updates from NDTV Auto. Alright, so let me quickly talk to you about the specifications of the F77 SuperStreet. It is the same as the Mach II. There are two battery packs on offer, a 7.1 kWh unit with a range of 211 km and a 10.3 kWh unit with a range of 323 km. The peak power output is 30 kilowatts and the peak torque output is 100 Newton meters. The bike does the 0 to 100 sprint in 7.7 seconds and the 0 to 60 sprint in just 2.8 seconds. It's really quick, and it has 3 riding modes on offer: glide, combat and ballistic, which loosely translates to eco, normal and sport. Alright, so now I'm sitting on the Ultraviolette F77 Mach II, and as you can see, the riding position is very committed, and there you can see that the angle is 55 degrees. And of course the handlebar also, it's a clip-on handlebar, very sporty, right? And the instrument console is also very flat, so you have to sit like this. If you want to look at the console while riding, you have to move your eyesight down and then again lift your head up. And it's very taxing to ride like this for long hours, particularly in traffic. So which is where Ultraviolette has made the biggest change on the SuperStreet. Now let's check that out. So this is the SuperStreet, and immediately you see that you're sitting much more upright. So the angle is now 80 degrees. From 55 to 80, it's a difference of 25 degrees. So you sit upright. The handlebar is different. It is 80 mm taller, 30 mm wider, and the instrument console has also been angled towards the rider so that you don't have to compromise much on the vision. You just have to move your eyesight down and then back up. So it's much less of a vision difference. So this is again very comfortable, and it will allow you to ride long hours even in traffic. So that's the biggest difference between the F77 Mach II and the F77 SuperStreet, the ergonomics of it all. Now the SuperStreet is laden with the same set of features as the F77 Mach II, which include full LED lighting, a TFT instrument cluster with Bluetooth connectivity, 3 ride modes, traction control, dynamic stability control, optional tire pressure monitoring system, and a 10-step regenerative braking, with 9 being the maximum and 0 being the least. The interface is fairly easy to use, and it can be used to store soft copies of documents like RC and driver's license as well. Now we tested the 10.3 kWh battery option on the SuperStreet Recon, and it comes with a standard charger which takes 5 hours to charge from 10 to 80%. The boost charger can charge the same in 2.5 hours, while the Supernova fast charger can get it done in 60 minutes. What is interesting is that Ultraviolette is now offering the UV Link connector, which allows the motorcycle to be charged at any electric 4-wheeler charging point, which means access to over 4,000 charging points across India. Alright, so we have been riding the F77 Mach II on the track and out here on back roads. So far the experience has been really good. I mean, it is as you would expect. I mean, the instant torque, all you need to do is whack the throttle open and you just overtake the vehicle in a jiffy, right? And yes, it is very quick. We spoke about the power and torque figures and the acceleration figures, but the same translates very well when you're riding it in the real world, right? And yes, the performance is absolutely nice. It is fantastic. And if you were to talk about the handling and ride quality of the motorcycle, we'll speak about the ride first. Yes, it is still a tad stiff, I would say. If you're going over minor undulations and if you're going over broken patches of road like this, then you will feel all the jerks, right? So it's not exactly plush, but you can live with it. It's not a deal breaker. And like I said, the seating position is very comfortable, right? Compared to the F77 Mach II, of course. This is still slightly on the sportier side, but now you can actually ride this motorcycle for long hours and in peak traffic. I've been riding this bike for almost a couple of hours now, and so far no fatigue, so that's really nice. Apart from that, yes, we haven't been able to test the top speed because the track was tight and technical. I did hit a speed of 105 kmph on the straight, but otherwise the motorcycle, yes, it is fast and it is precise, more importantly. And if you were to talk about the handling, well, it handles really well, despite the fact that the handlebar is wider and it's taller. You get more leverage and you are confident when you're leaning the motorcycle into a corner and out of a corner. When you're straightening it, you get that sense of confidence, right? And the grip from the MRF tires is quite nice as well. So if you want to ride this motorcycle hard and fast, if you have roads that will allow you to ride very hard, then yes, you can push the motorcycle. And in fact, Ultraviolette does encourage you to push the motorcycle, and that's what they say this has been built for. So when they say they are focusing on performance, and finally now they are focusing on comfort as well, they mean it. So yes, quite an enjoyable experience riding the F77 SuperStreet. The 10-step regen allows you the freedom to keep the regen levels as per your riding style. It can be changed on the go, and stronger regen means you can ride without using the brakes. Quite a useful feature to have. The prices for the Ultraviolette F77 SuperStreet start at 2,99,000 rupees ex showroom. If we were to talk about the running cost, the company says that the cost of running the motorcycle for a month is about 500. For a year, it's about 6,000 rupees, and for 5 years, it is 30,000 rupees. For a regular motorcycle, the cost of running for 5 years is about 3 lakh rupees. So there is significant savings there, which makes up for the higher acquisition cost. With all the riding we did, there is no doubt that the F77 SuperStreet is easily the best electric two-wheeler that you can buy in India today. Finally, it is now comfortable, it continues to get a boatload of features, and it continues to wow you with its performance. Yes, it is expensive and is still unlikely to be the only two-wheeler in your garage. But if you have the budget, it is easy to recommend the F77 SuperStreet. Would I like to have one in my garage? Oh, absolutely.